month sits there, a single page on a calendar, a collection of days we circle and anticipate. But what if I told you that before the rise and fall of modern empires, before the digital age connected us in an instant, it was this one month that truly defined the rhythm of our year? This is the story of how December became the crucible of our collective memory. Tour. It all began with the slow turning of the earth, the oldest form of time. Thousands of years ago, as the days grew shorter and the air turned sharp with cold, our ancestors looked to the skies, not with calendars but with an instinct for survival and a need for light in the encroaching dark. Poop. Long before we gave names to the days, humanity felt the pull of the year's end, a deep, primal need to gather, to reflect, and to hope against the longest night. We felt the change, and we never, ever forgot it. For many, the journey into December begins not with the first snowfall, but with the last bite of Thanksgiving pie. Thaw. The plates are cleared, the family has dispersed, and a quiet shift settles over the nation. It's a collective exhale, a turning of the page from gratitude to anticipation. The scent of roast turkey and pumpkin spice fades, replaced by something else in the air, a feeling that hums just beneath the surface. This transition is a modern ritual, a cultural handoff from a holiday of harvest and history to a season of magic and mystery. The conversation shifts from what we are thankful for to what we are hoping for. The decorations of autumn, the rustic oranges and browns, are carefully packed away, making space for the deep greens and brilliant reds that are about to take their place. In these few quiet days, the world seems to hold its breath, standing on the threshold between the warmth of the past and the glittering promise of what is to come. This feeling builds upon the echoes of an even earlier festival, the ghost of Halloween, now a distant memory. The masks have been put away, the costumes return to their boxes, and the playful thrill of fear has subsided. Yet, the essence of that time lingers. Halloween, with its focus on the veil between worlds and the celebration of things that go bump in the night, prepares us for December's deeper mysteries. It is the mischievous prelude to a more sacred kind of magic. The childish delight in a carved pumpkin gives way to the reverent awe of a decorated tree. 2. The quest for candy is replaced by a search for the perfect gift. We trade the spooky for the spiritual, the ghoulish for the glorious. This progression is not an accident. It is the natural evolution of the season. Moving from the playful chaos of October's end to the structured, hopeful celebrations that define the heart of winter. The shadows we once danced with in jest now serve to make the coming lights of December shine that much brighter. Then, Christmas arrives. It descends not just as a day, but as an entire atmosphere, a cultural weather system that changes everything it touches. The air grows thick with the scent of pine needles and baking gingerbread. Streets that were ordinary just weeks before are suddenly transformed into rivers of light, their familiar shapes outlined in a soft, electric glow. It's a time when memory becomes tangible. When the simple act of hanging an ornament can unlock a flood of moments from years gone by, this is more than just a holiday. It is the emotional centerpiece of the year, a powerful convergence of faith, family, and folklore. In a world often driven by logic and commerce, Christmas is an act of collective belief in things unseen, in goodwill, in peace, and in the enduring power of light to conquer darkness. For a brief period, the world agrees to believe in magic, and in doing so, makes it real. And just as the last of the wrapping paper is cleared away, a new horizon appears. The final days of December are a countdown, a steady march towards the stroke of midnight on New Year's Eve. The reflective calm of Christmas gives way to a forward-looking energy, a desire to shed the old and embrace the new. It is a time of profound duality, where we look back at the year that was, its triumphs and its failures, its joys and its sorrows, while simultaneously looking forward with hope. This final transition is perhaps the most powerful of all. It is the moment we acknowledge the passage of time itself, turning the abstract into a global celebration. As the final seconds of December tick away, we are united in a single shared experience, the end of one story and the beginning of another. The month that held our past now delivers us into our future.